Hello everybody, it's HBJ TV. We're at Pilcher Park today. I got this big log cabin here. A lot of trails, a lot of trailheads. This would be a place that we come to a lot this year. I have a feeling I'll be getting lost a few times out here. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. You go in there, they got live animals, they got snakes, they got built-in steps, a little bridge, but they got a ton of stuff, like right around the outer edge. There's tons of fishing to be done out here. So I'll probably be coming back out here to do some fishing this summer. We'll give it a rub. We'll see what's going. Now I'm already fucking lost because there's already fucking 1,000,001 fucking trails out here. We're just gonna have to go with the flow and see where it takes us. Let's see. But yeah, it's the lady inside was real nice, trying to explain to me the 1,000,001 trails. I'll have to do some better recon myself and actually draw out a plan here. So when I do come out, it's better. Eagle Scout project. Now this isn't the direction that the lady said to go, so I'm going to turn around and go the other way. At least that way I'll know where I'm at and how to get back. We'll do the Eagle Scout project another time. But as of now, we'll go this way. Big body of water, as you see coming up. They got different color. It's on the post. I'm assuming that means different trails. I'll have to check the map when I get home tonight. But that's part of it, yeah. Don't know what we got going here. Already got rocks in my shoes, so that's not a good start. I'm assuming there's fishing in here. Holy shit. So I always gotta watch where you're going, folks. I'm watching the fucking water, and I almost took a fucking dive. Rule number one is always pay the fuck attention where you're at and what's going on. And I just stepped into a hole, could have broke my leg. Good thing I'm by the fucking car. God damn it. Yeah, this isn't too deep. I'm assuming there ain't really any fish in here unless they're out in the middle over there. But you never know. Wow, definitely not a great start to the hike. Little cheap waterfall. I'm assuming it would be a bug haven. Should have probably taken a what's it called? My car over to here, because I'm assuming that's where we're going to be going. Let's see who this guy is. Robert Pilcher. Sturdy pioneer, loyal citizen, lover of nature and his fellow men. Dreamer of those who held, a dreamer whose dream held. Donor with his family, Pilcher Arboretum, July 31st, 1920. Good dude right there, apparently. Eagle Scout project again. Let's figure this out. Climb over the barricade. See what we got over here. I'm assuming this is a trail. I'm assuming this is a trail. One of the trails I'm supposed to be on. Got some flowers in the back down over there. Alright. Already kind of lost. Probably should have stayed on that trail. But we're going to check this one here. This is another parking lot. They got a bunch of these in this big body of water here. So I was driving up, there was a lot of people fishing. Nah, this isn't even a fucking trail. I should have stayed on the one. Might have to backtrack. Asshole people littering. Bunch of fucking big ass trees in the water. Probably swam out there to put that graffiti on there, which is fucking retarded. Fucking people are assholes. Might have to go right back to where it all started. Yeah, just a bunch of lakes over here. I'm gonna have to go back to the beginning. This is gonna be a wild trip already. Fucking just get here and we're going in the wrong direction, folks. Probably should have brought the map with me. Would have been a good idea. Made it a lot easier to know what's going on. Yeah, because if I go left, that's the entranceway, and that's the way we drove in. So while we're backtracking like assholes, my fault. Don't always get these things right at these places. This place does have an asinine amount of trails, so on the map she would show me. But there's one thing about these areas out here is a lot of these trails interconnect with each other, and you could literally walk for fucking days on these things, which is pretty cool, I guess. Let me make sure my car door is locked. There it is. It's not stepping that fucking thing again. Alrighty, back on the trail. Which this way wasn't even really a fucking trail. I should have realized I went out the front and she was saying you go out the back. Start on the one trail I wanted to go on. But there's so many like man-made shit trails out here. You just pick one and go. And I picked the wrong one. Like if I were to go right here, it would take me to another trail. This one here takes me to the green trail. Memory of Catherine Vanek. Enjoy the simpler things. We'll go on the one we started with. We'll leave it at that just because it's the one. Unless it takes me to the fucking road, and then we'll go to the back of the building where I should have been in the first place. I only went out the front so I can get a picture of the front of the building to start the video, and grab my pocket knife from the car because I always carry one while I do hikes. You never know what you'll come across or who you'll come across. You need something. The Eagle Scout Project, Tyler Marshall, 2024. Oh, so the Eagle Scouts built this, apparently. Well, Eagle Scouts did a shit job. You stopped here. I don't know why you stopped here. Keep going. Do the whole fucking trail. Fucking Eagle Scouts. No badge for you. The badge Nazi. No badge for you. I had to walk over that stump. Something else I would have probably fell off of. Somebody shit their pants. There's underwear. That's great. Oh, yeah, there's the road to the left. This time of year, you never know what you're going to come across going inside of wooded trails like this. As much as it sucks doing it in the wintertime when it's cold as fucking snow everywhere and ice, I mean, at least you could see what's around you. Here, thank God it's a little chilly today, and I have my sweatpants and a hoodie on. Hey-ya! To break up the monotony today, we got Contraband by Velvet Revolver. Great album, great band. If there's a song you need to listen to get you fucking fired up to do something, the song Slither will do it every fucking time, at least for me. I hear that motherfucker start and I'm in the fucking zone. In the fucking zone. Another fucking thing in the ground. Always gotta be paying attention. Especially if you're like me and you have 2 fucking left feet. Alright, here we go. We're at a actual road. Someone just took a piss on a tree, like the jag-off that they are. You're right by a fucking nature center and you get out and piss on a tree. Fucking scumbag. Alright. Cross the road. Gotta pay attention where you're going. I would be on my face otherwise here. Interesting that the way these trails are carved out, because if it wasn't for foot traffic, stuff like this wouldn't happen. And obviously they threw shit like this in there. But like, think about it. If it wasn't for people walking and making these trails by themselves, this shit wouldn't be here. Yeah, it would just be grown over grass. People had to be like, hey, let's take a walk through this motherfucker. And then people followed them and people were like, oh wow, this is a trail. When at the very beginning it wasn't nothing. So big shout out to the fucking originators, the first people who came through here and said, let's make a fucking trail. And people followed. One good part about this is like you're in the shade. Bad part is give it a couple months, you'll be walking through nothing but fucking spider webs. You got shit like this, obviously you gotta pay attention. This might be a back-to-back day jobber right here. Because there's a lot of trails and a lot of shit to do here. And I came out late today. Just a late start to the day. I might come right back and check out the trails. Just because there's so many of them, man. This uphill is no joke. It's no Fort Benning, but I've been walking uphill for quite a minute for a minute. But all in all, my fat ass needs to get in shape, so it is what it is. Man, there's a lot of down trees. This one's about to go if it wasn't for this tree. This tree is literally leaning on this tree. There's so many down trees back here. If you were able to come back here, like I said about the other place, there's so many down trees. You could build yourself a little hut, plenty of fucking firewood. You never have to worry about that shit. You just gotta worry about food. Now, here we go again. That's a trail. We'll walk to the edge there. I have a feeling we're gonna stick to this one. Let's see what this got. I'm only gonna go to the edge. Here we go. Okay. There's a creek down there. Alright, what the fuck? I think it's in my best interest to stay up at the top here. because if worse comes to worse, if I stay here, at least I can backtrack to get back to that road. And I could see some signs of where I was at. And I'll be able to get back to my car, just because it is later in the day now. It's about 3 o'clock. I don't want to get lost. That was probably a tree at some point. Probably that tree. God, I'm dumb sometimes. Most of the time. But yeah. Sometimes the answer is right in front of you. You just gotta pay the fuck attention. Ain't that some shit? One tree goes one way, big tree. One tree goes the other way. And they made a fucking path right through the fucking middle. Here we go. That's a big motherfucking tree. Alright, at least we know that. Huh? Somebody did stay out here. I will say that, because that's a wooden built lean-to. 100% somebody built that. And somebody did spend the night out here. So there you go. You got somebody down there taking a walk on the street with their dog. Yeah, fucking, let's see. Climbing over shit. Yeah, there's so much shit out here. I like that it's in the shade for now. At least as we keep going, we can, this has to be the same trail because we got the green tape. Not sure how far it goes, but we'll take another 10-15 minutes out of it, see where we're at, and maybe we'll fucking turn it on. I don't know, we'll see. See how the HBJ feels at that point. And see where we're at, heart rate wise. Make sure I'm doing good. Hold that. Not bad. So, now this is going to get to be the hard part, because there's just so many fucking leaves everywhere from last year that you got to kind of rely on your senses to get through. So much. I should probably bring the old pack out here next time I come out with my machete, just in case shit gets in the way or there's a need to knock something down, or in case I hurt myself, which we've proven already a few times is quite the fucking possibility. At least I'll usually, not always, when I have my pack, put a little first aid kit in there as a just in case. Yeah. But as you could see, this would be another easy spot to make a shelter for the night. You already got shit laying across the top. You just need to put a few more things. And there's plenty of fucking wood all around. So many easy ways to make shelters out here with all the fallen trees. All you really need is a hatchet. You know what they should come up with, and they might already have it if I don't know already, is a GPS system that's connected. What they should do is the Illinois trail systems. They should have an app. I know they have an app, but hook up a GPS to the app That way, when you're on a trail system, you can know where you're at and never be lost. Always know where, like if you're actually on a real trail or not, like that'd be a good idea. Because a place like this, it's got so many fucking built-in trails. And then some of them intersect, some of them cross. You just fucking never know. Now here we are at a road with 3 different color tapes. Fucking great. And there's a signage over there. So brown, I want to go green. What is being alive? Alive would be eating mushrooms on this trail. That would be alive. So, I'm assuming that's the end of this trail because I don't see where I could cross into here where the green would continue. Just yellow and purple. So, I'm assuming these are the actual real trails. Let's see, there's had to be something here at some point. Maybe there isn't, you are here. Oh, yes, there is. Okay. So, we are here. This is great that they have this. So, I should have brought my map with me. Here. If I turn around to my left, would be purple. Wait, that's green, I think. If I could see the tape. Oh, hold on. Green would be that way, and it would take me back to the nature center. Hypothetically, I'd like to go down here to that gate and swing back to the nature center. But I have to see where the yellow goes, because that's a green tape, that's a green tape. So I'm assuming I'm coming up this way. Green and purple, or purple and yellow. I can't go this way. Okay. That had to be one of these. Sorry, I'm trying to think out loud. This is the spot where they said would be a tricky. So this would be this, like a loop. So that's the loop. So either one of these two, I don't think I can go wrong. I think that one and that one. Might be this. Let me see if I can ask this person. Are both of these trails green trails?
Green trails?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Where are you trying to get to?
I'm just walking, and I looked at the map.
If you go like with these trails like that, it'll take you back to where that
The nature center?
Yeah, you can walk through the nature center over there. This will take you, if you just come back from here, yeah, it will take you back over there.
Okay, do you know that one?
That one's gonna take you, do you know Route 6?
Yes.
It's gonna take you on Route 6, and over there is gonna take you right by the entrance.
Okay.
By like the lake and that parking lot in the front. So this one
That's where I'm gonna go. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So that's the way I should have went in the first place. That way I can walk back to the nature center from there. At least I'll have more walking to do. How's it going? See, this is why it doesn't make sense, because I took a trail that wasn't an actual trail. I should have been on concrete trails and my dumbass went through the woods. That's what you get HBJ for trying to explore, I guess. Which, cool, but, you know, you'll figure it out, kid. Alrighty. A little bit less of a way to get lost now. If I would have just started with something and brought the map, I would have at least known where I was at. I just didn't want to go to 6. I could have, the green trails loop around and go back to the thing, but this is a little bit, I think, of a longer way because it takes you to the lakes, and then once you're at the lakes, you could walk back to the nature center, which, not for nothing, but to me, it's a little bit longer of a walk, and that's why we're out here in the first place, is to take a walk. We'll do this right next time we come out here, and we'll stay on the fucking concrete roads where we should have been in the first place, but my dumbass went right to the fucking nature. See? That's what I'm used to. I love hiking. I love being outdoors, and that's what I get for going in the fucking woods. See? And I'm like, hey, I gotta stay on this trail in case I get lost. I could turn around. Should have stayed on the fucking the road. There would have been no need for trails or to get lost. That's great. Just when you think the bamboozled head of the HBJ strikes again. Fuck me. But here we go. Nice little hike. This is much better. You don't get rocks in your shoes. You don't have to worry about brushing up to all this fucking greenery, which I didn't mind today. I got my sweatsuit on, sweatpants, sweatshirt, or hooded sweatshirt. But yeah. And see, this doesn't make sense either because it's got just 3 colors. It should be 1 color per fucking per road. You're on that road, and when you get to the crossroads, it should tell you that. Now I know that both of those are the big green loop, and then that's the big loop by the nature center. And then here we are. I think there's that statue again. So if I'm not mistaken, we're right back at the beginning anyways. We'll make this a nice short hike, I guess, today, or if I'm just seeing a tree that looks like the statue. Never know. But if it is, we'll make it a short hike. If it isn't, we'll just keep going until we get to the end, to the lakes. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going. See if we can't get a couple special guests, friends of the HBJ, coming out and hang out and bitch them out with me, have some rants. My buddy Slats isn't much of a hiker, but he loves the outdoors and loves nature. So we'll see if we can't get him out here. My buddy Joey, he does it. He'll be out here with me this summer. We already had Mikey, but Mikey is currently injured from a work-related injury, and he will not be coming hiking for the foreseeable future. Rest up and get well, get better, Mikey. If my good brother, First Sergeant Johnny Tyndall, ever comes out, which it's kind of hard. He's got a big family, lives down in Texas now. If he ever does, we'll definitely be taking a walk. The big reason I came home alive from the sandbox was Johnny T. But yeah, so we'll see. I got another ironworker friend of mine I work with this winter. It's a big fisherman. We'll try and get him out on a hike. Never know. Come across people at work sometimes that want to get into shape. If for nothing else, for work. We do a hard job, man. Got to be in shape for work at the very least. So All right, here we go again. Hopefully there's another "You Are Here" down here, and I see cars at least up there. Hopefully this "You Are Here" tells me where I'm at. If not, I can always go to them cars or follow a road, who knows. Or I could just go back and go right back to the green trail, and the green trail will definitely take you home. I do see cars up to my right though. I hate to assume things, so we won't do that. You are here. So I am right by the nature center, folks. So I was up here and I just walked here. I'm assuming if I continue and go left, because you're going down, the nature center would be right there. There's paddles here. I wonder if they have Hickory Trail, Rustic Loop Trail along Hickory Creek. So they have a bunch of different trails, apparently. So we're here, we were here, came down, gonna go to the ground and go left. So that's something up there, which I don't know, because I see a vehicle. We're gonna have to be careful because there's vehicles coming around these roads. And we don't want to get hit. So we'll walk on this side, and when a vehicle comes, we'll just switch sides of the road. And if we end up going too much in the wrong direction, we can turn around. Still great scenery. We're on the road. I have a feeling we're going in the wrong direction, but we're the green trails where we're on this side, so it wouldn't make sense to go the other way. This is where it makes sense. So we'll stay on the left side till a car comes. Here we go. Coming up around some shit. That being said, let's come up with some rants today. Here we go. One rant that I've been personally ranting about lately is an interesting thing to me. And then I want to come up with something interesting that me and First Sergeant Tyndall discussed in our last conversation. But something that's very interesting to me is that excuse me. The same people who bitched the entire time Joe Biden was in office, saying, oh, you have Trump derangement syndrome and this and that about Donald Trump and this and that, are the same people that are doing the same shit. Oh, this is where I crossed. So this is where I came from. So I'm assuming I might be going in the right direction. If worse comes to worse and I turn around, I know I could just follow that path back. So, so that being said, the same people who complained, oh, all they did was bitch about Biden, and they bitched about how liberals are lunatics and they're so far left and this and that, are doing the exact same thing now. They're so hooked on this guy's dick. It's unbelievable. It's wild to me. So like, this whole thing of make America great again. Got it. That is nothing more than a political standpoint. That shit has zero, and I mean zero, to do with an actual guy who wants to make America great again. He doesn't give a fuck. So it's just his political statement, his political stance. Good God, great, wonderful. So most of these people are so brainwashed by a guy who hoots and hollers, rants and raves. And I'm not the guy who compares anything to Hitler. Because there's one Hitler. There's one Stalin. There's one Pol Pot. Let's check out the map. No, that's not a map. Let's see what it is anyways, because fuck it, we're here. It's a meadow. It just shows different birds out here. I'm gonna follow the road because it's better and safer, I guess, than, I mean, that's a paved path too, but anyways. But it seems like there is a parallel behind a guy. I mean, not for nothing, it worked for Hitler. The whole idea of yelling and screaming. And the funny part is if you actually read subtitles of what the man was saying, basically he was just saying he wanted to rise up Germany, make Germany a great country again. Again, not comparing him to Hitler. I'm not a liberal. I'm more of a little bit of both. I'm right down the middle. I'm a little bit further away from both of those, to the point where I just want to be left alone to live my own life and do my own thing. So, that being said, I'd like less government, not more government, less people making rules and telling me what to do. Just kind of my thing, I guess. But yeah, so it just makes me laugh that all the same people who are doing all that shit, talking shit about the left, are doing the exact same now on the right. Let's see, here's a map. I'm just gonna keep following this trail because I feel like I might be going in the right direction. I just went in the wrong direction. I'm just gonna keep going until I come all the way around. I was here, and I don't know think I went here. That's why. Should have went right and then left. I just went right. So I'll just keep following the loop. Good. More of a trail. More of a hike for me today. Not worried. So, you're just doing the same shit. It's hilarious to me. And they still complain about the same shit. Newsflash. Guess what? Nobody cares. Neither side cares about you, your family. To them, your constituents. That's it. So as long as they don't completely fuck up the town that they're from or the area that they're from to where you wouldn't vote for them again, if you voted for them the first time, more than likely, unless you're a complete fuckbag or loon job, you're just going to keep voting for them. It's just the way it is. So, I mean, at the end of the day, not one person is better than any other person. It's two devils with the same mask. They're just different colors. Let's put it that way. One devil's got a blue mask, one devil's got a red mask, and neither one could give a Frenchman's fuck about you. And that's the truth. I've given up on politics and political shit, and I hoped and prayed that by the end of the election that we wouldn't have to deal with fucking retards and idiots continually posting on social media about politics, talking about politics. I mean, I am. Just because it's a rant, it's what I do. And I'm bitching about other people, so there's that. But, I hope I'm going the right way. It says do not enter. So, at the end of the day, like, I was having a conversation, I don't want to say with who, because I don't want to get them in trouble regardless of what the belief is, but I want to live my life. So most of the political talking points have no bearing on me. Whatever my opinion is on it or not, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. Let's bring up 3 issues. They're all real big political talking points. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. At the same time, I still have an opinion on them. And for people to say you should have no say-so in any of these things because of whatever reason, they always come up with their own reasons. But I believe everyone's allowed and entitled to an opinion. Some are right, some are wrong. Most of them are people's personal preference or value. It has nothing to do with anything. Again, that being said, my opinion on these 3 matters doesn't fucking matter, because at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck about other people and how they live their lives. I don't. Do whatever you want until it affects me. You start doing stupid shit and it starts affecting me, then it's a whole nother story. So that being said, first one's abortion. Against it. You're killing a baby. You could claim and say whatever you want. It's not a baby. It's blah, 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 blah. Excuse. Got it. It's something alive. Science has shown the second the sperm hits the egg, a literal spark happens. And that's the creation of life. Kill as many of your own babies as you want. I'll personally have my opinion about you as a person, but that shouldn't affect you. It's your life. Do what you want. My opinion about you shouldn't matter, just like everybody's opinion of hiking trail, no horses, hummingbird lane. I have a feeling I'm close to the place now, so I'll get to the point with all of them. So, number one, don't care. Have as many abortions as you want. As long as I don't have to pay for them with my tax dollars, give a fuck what you do. Number two, gay people. I have gay friends. I don't care what you do with your life. Again, it's your life. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Now I'm hoping I just run into this motherfucker, hopefully. I might have to put on my GPS system. Hopefully it'll take me there. But number three is, or two, I don't care. If you want to get married, I don't care. If you want to be gay, I don't care. I don't care. It's your life. I'm not somebody who's a public affection guy. I don't do it. I would hope you don't do it either. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see straight people kissing in public. So, you know, do what you got to do. The whole transgender thing, we talked about this before. It used to be something that people did in Vegas for attention and money. I feel still it's something that's done for attention or a mental disorder, but that's just my personal opinion. I don't care what you do with your personal life. Don't bring me or my kid or my family into it. That's all. Do what you got to do on your own. I don't ask you to have an opinion or give a fuck what I do on my personal time. But I got to throw the GPS on, folks, make sure. I know I'm close. Just got to figure out where I'm at. HBJ lost. HBJ out.